So my kitchen's super messy, so I can't show you my kitchen, but I can't film my kitchen today. My husband's gonna clean it, which is pretty cool. But I wanted to show you my top 3 homeschool basket ideas. So I'm not gonna tell you what a morning basket is because obviously I'm sure you know. I'm not gonna waste your time, but let me give you a few ideas, and this is what we love. I'm gonna save the best idea for last, in my opinion. Actually, they're all pretty good. So this one right here I'm holding in my hand is a small bag of affirmation cards. I think affirmations are pretty important, like every day is a new start. And what are the other ones? So they just have some pretty good affirmations there. So I'll put a few on the screen that you can see. And they're way better. I hesitated ordering them, but they were way better than any I came up with. But my favorite is like, I am smart enough. Everyone makes mistakes, things like that. But those are actually better than I've ever come up with. So I'll put a few on the screen for you to see. Okay, I can't even show you the living room. I'll show it to you, but it's also a mess. Like, look, check this out. Well, that's okay. It's a well-planed living room. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so the second one I wanted to show you is pick a book. So pick a book, we got a couple options. So either history, if you're teaching the timeline, you can pick out specific books regarding that timeline and let them choose. Like if you're doing the Iron Age, or if you're talking about castles, whatever you're talking about in the timeline. And I highly encourage the timeline if you've watched any of my videos, because it just teaches everything, like from science to art to almost any topic you can think of, it actually teaches when you go through the timeline of the earth or of humanity. Okay, so this is one of my favorites, is the Usborne History. Hopefully you can see it. And it's relatively well priced. I was looking last night, it's like $35. And you get a bunch of books that are really good for all ages. I would say any age, even under 11, you can learn a lot from the Romans, the castles, the Vikings, the Egyptians, the ancient Greeks, so stuff like that. The other alternative is, of course, another well-priced one, which is the Usborne Science collection, which I also really like. Now, when you look at the storms and hurricanes, it's a very good collection of books. Even my youngest, who doesn't like to read that much, enjoys these books. I will say, if you do like storms and hurricanes and things like that, now books are kind of my forte in my mind. I like the DK books better. I believe they're the DK books better as far as storms and that is concerned. Now, if you have kids of varying ages, these books are super cool. These are, it also teaches the old world view, the new world view. So it teaches a lot of different views in here, both views. So you don't need to worry that it's going to be against God, against your religion when teaching these. But what's also cool is the pictures are amazing. That's why I bought them. I couldn't believe how great the pictures were. And now what's cool is that it has 3 different types. Let me show you in here. So it's got the beige, the purple, and then on some pages, the black, okay? Or the purple, the beige, yeah, and it has the black on other pages. And so they're for different age groups. So it tells you in the beginning, depending on your age group, to read to your child. So you can let them pick out a book. Hold on, I'm almost done. I need 2 more minutes, honey. Okay, so the last thing I wanna show you is, which is kind of my favorite, which is the yoga blocks. So the yoga blocks is before we finish our morning basket, everybody gets to roll a yoga block, and it has different positions, and you can choose one of the 4 positions to do, or you can choose to there's a couple different variations of it that it has down there. So that's one of my favorite morning basket things to do. And lastly, a bonus one is a child's introduction to art. You can just pick a page, and I think that is super cool to do. So adding books into the morning basket, I think, is super cool. All right. Okay, so there's some options for morning basket, most of which you've probably thought of, but maybe that last yoga blocks one is new to you. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.